Good morning mga bisadya! Kumusta naman mo? This is once again your friend. My name is Eric Aniga and I would like to welcome you all to my channel, Frederick Aniga, ang Bisadya. Well, it has been long since the last time that I uploaded a video. Pasensya gajud mo because I was also attending some important matters related to my work, equally important. That is why hinay-hinay sa takaron og upload og video. Nevertheless, here I am and we are going to talk about one important thing that perhaps interests any one of you. This is a new perspective, a new understanding about this phenomenon that can be observed in our society today. But if this is your first time to watch my video, thank you for visiting my channel. Please do not forget to share or click the like button and of course subscribe my channel. I just want to let you know that I am very happy that I already have 99 subscribers. So sa tanang mga ning subscribe sa akong channel, thank you so much for believing in me and thank you for all your support. Hinaot paunta nga ang uban nga makatanaw sa atong video will also decide to subscribe my channel, Frederick Aniga, ang Bisadya. Today, I would like to discuss with you or talk with you a topic that is less discussed. Hindi siya pinag-uusapan pero nangyayari. And I am referring to the homosexuals or the gays or the bakla or bayot. Well, we have different perspectives about these people. Some would have negative perception about them. In fact, there are people who are suffering from homophobia. This is the fear of the homosexuals and they have this negative perception. No? Para nila, ang mga bayot mo ay nagdag di malas sa kalibutan. Mo ay nagda sa uwan, sa liti, sa dugdug ug sa linog. But of course, there are also people who would look at them with appreciation and recognition of their contribution to the community, to the society. We cannot deny that there are a lot of people, gay men in our society today who are in the high stratum of our society. No? May mga taong bakla and who are contributing so much in our community, in our society because of their achievements. But the question remains, bakit may mga bakla? Nganong naa may mga bayot? What is the origin of homosexuality or the homosexuals? Well, since time in the past, there have been two major positions pertaining to the origin of homosexuality. One is nurture and the other is nature. When we speak about nurture, the origin of homosexuality or being gay as nurture, this means to say that being gay is something that is influenced by the environment or by the surrounding. So when an individual, a child is exposed to gay men, no? He works with men, he plays with gay men, he is exposed to the world of gay people, then eventually that individual will become gay also. No? So, pag may isang batang lalaki who constantly stay in a beauty parlor, for example, na maraming bakla, and then he is exposed to the activities of the bakla, then eventually when that child grows up, he will become also gay, being influenced by the environment. That's what we mean by nurture. On the other hand, we have nature. So, when we speak about gay or homosexuality as nature, this means to say that it is part of the nature of that individual to become gay. This means to say that since birth, from the moment the child is born, he has already the quality and characteristics of being gay that will become evident soon when he grows up. No? So, whatever the father will do, kahit na ilublub mo yan sa isang drum ng tubig or patakbuhin mo ng 1 kilometro, hindi talaga magbabago ang kanyang personality because his being gay is something that is innate, natural to him. He cannot change. But on the context of nurture, of course, because it is environmentally influenced, once that individual, that gay man, will decide to change and become straight, then he can change himself. Of course, in our community, we have seen some. No? We have experienced and observed some. Mayon ka nga, uy, bayot mo na sa una? Ganun nalaki naman na karon? That is in accordance to the principle of nurture. That a homosexual or a gay man, if he decides to change, as far as nurture is concerned, then he can change. But in the perspective of nature, then walang possibility na magbabago ang isang tao. Kung siya ay bakla, siya talaga ay mamatay na bakla because being gay is part of his nature as an individual. But today, I would want to discuss and explain homosexuality from the perspective of psychology. Okay, so there is a psychological explanation about homosexuality, and specifically explanation coming from Sigmund Freud. Have you heard about Sigmund Freud? Well, Sigmund Freud is one famous Austrian. So he was born in Austria, a famous neurologist and psychologist, and he was born on May 6, 1856, and he died in September 23, 1939. Well, Sigmund Freud, being a good neurologist and psychologist, he is the founder of psychoanalysis. This is a clinical process in curing those persons who are suffering from mental ailments or psychopathology, mga sakit nga dunay kalabutan sa panghuna-huna. And of course, Sigmund Freud had been very influential in the discipline of psychology and related fields. Most of his works and writings have been applied and still influential even in the present context. Now, one of the greatest works developed by Sigmund Freud is the psychosexual development. It is in this principle, the psychosexual development, where he explained about the emergence or origin of homosexuality. Now, in the psychosexual development, the growth and development of a human person is divided into different stages, and in each stage, nanasay ngan. Now, in terms of sexuality, when sexual consciousness of any individual starts, according to Freud, it starts in the phallic stage. Phallic stage occurs when the child reaches 3 years old to 6 years old. So, it is during this age range, 3 to 6 years old, that sexual awareness of a child starts. And it's called phallic stage or phallus. Phallus means the male genitalia or male sex organ. What happens in this phallic stage? According to Freud, in the phallic stage, the son and the mother has this close relationship we can see and we can observe in our family that during this age, 3 to 6 years old, that the son is attached to the mother. They are a constant companion. Where the mother goes, there the son is. They are inseparable. There is this close and intimate relationship between the son and the mother. Now, according to Sigmund Freud, during this period, the son, although unconsciously, why kalibutan, why malisya, the child is sexually attracted to his mother. No? Have you seen? Nakita ba mo nga ang bata mahilig magkumot-kumot sa tutoy sa inahan, sup-sup sa dughan sa inahan? Their relationship is very intimate. Because according to Sigmund Freud, unconsciously, no, without consciousness, the child is physically and sexually attracted towards the mother. He wants the mother for himself. Okay? So, that's how intimate the relationship is between the mother and the son. But there is this father. The son recognizes that there is the father who is also a close partner to his mother. No? And so with this, the child would consider and look at his father as his competitor. The child or the son would consider his father as kakompetensya with the attention of his mother. No? So, the child would have this negative feeling towards his father because for him, the father is somebody who can take away from him his mother. So, kontrabida ang iyang amahan para sa maong bata nga laki. But in the long run, the child realizes that he cannot just compete with his father. No? Whatever he do, naadjud ang iyang amahan. Dili niya pwedeng mapahawa. And so with that, instead of trying to evade and to distantiate himself from his father, no, realizing that whatever he do, the father cannot be rid of, the son would start to identify himself with his father. Meaning to say, because the son has realized nga dili mapahawa si tatay, so ang isang buhaton, he will start to identify himself with the father. So when we speak about identification, this means to say that the child will now imitate the actions and behaviors of the father. No? So he will assume that he is the father himself, and in order to do that, he will copy, he will imitate the actions, behavior of the father. This is the explanation why a child becomes a man. No? Because at this age, 3 to 6 years old, he has imbibed the manly, no, the male qualities of his father. Now, why is there homosexuality? Or why are some people become gay? In this stage, take note that the challenge that the child should overcome is to identify himself with his father. The child or the son should be able to identify himself with his father so that he will become man or a straight man, male individual when he grows up. Now, being gay happens when the attraction between the son and the mother is very strong, that the son is not able to identify himself with his father. So it so happens that the attraction is just very strong between the son and the mother, so that what the son will imbibe, what the son will absorb and imitate are the feminine quality of the mother. So instead of imitating, instead of following the behavior, actions of the father, the son, because of this very strong attraction, will imitate instead the behavior and actions of the mother. So that is the explanation why there are sons or kids who act like a woman, because in that stage, in that phallic stage, the son was not able to identify himself with the father, but rather he identified himself with the mother. So this is the psychological explanation of Freud about being gay. So kamo diha, if you have seen and observed nga naay mga bayot and you want to know nganong nabayot man ni siya, then there is this psychological explanation of homosexuality. Okay? And so we also have to realize when we speak about sexual awareness and sexual consciousness, according to Sigmund Freud, it happens when the child reaches 3 to 6 years old. So this is the time when sexuality or consciousness about sexuality sets in. So kung ganahan ka nga ang imong bata mahimong laki, then expose that child to his father. Establish strong bonding with his father so that the child will be able to imitate and copy the manly, the male qualities of the father. Because excessive and too much exposure of the son with his mother will, according to Freud, lead to homosexuality. Well, I hope doon ako'y natabangan. Well, I hope this explanation has shed light to some things, to some doubts in your mind. Of course, this is just a theory of Freud. There are other theories that may refute this theory of Freud, but somehow, this has also enlightened us. This may not be true, but somehow this has given us an explanation about homosexuality. Okay? So, daghang salamat sa inyong pagsunod sa atong video. Thank you very much for watching my video. If in case you have some comments or perhaps a violent reaction to what I presented today, then you can write that in our comment section and I will gladly respond to your comments and your queries or points of clarification. And of course, don't forget to click the like button and to share my video. Wala magwani share sa akong video, eh? So please share my video so that other people will also be able to watch my video and learn from my video. And of course, subscribe my channel, Frederick Aniga, ang Bisaya. Daghang salamat sa pagtanaw hangtod sa sunod nato nga video. Bye-bye!